Alright, shalom, shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to begin by saying all praises, honor, and glory goes into Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And sincere salutations to you hopeful elect Akim out there who are pushing this word in sincerity and in faith all throughout the four winds of the earth. Alright, shalom to the elect. So this is a video, first off, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, regarding a man that was arrested for a C-19 joke, and how eventually, there's not going to be any such thing as quote-unquote free speech. All right, so this is the individual here. It's from the Washington Post. All right, so some of the details. All right, is that this was something that was done online, right? And so what he said was protected speech under the First Amendment, right? And that he shouldn't have been arrested. So all that First Amendment, that's going out of the window soon. See, all that's finna get suspended. Okay? And that's coming soon. Okay, the lack of bread. Okay, the MOTB coming. That's soon. All right, it says this was in 2020, and basically his whole life got jacked up from it, All right, it says he barely left his house for months. Okay, and it says that they violated his First Amendment right. Okay, and that they had no probable cause, to arrest him. But pretty soon, it's going to be so many people getting jacked up and thrown in paddy wagons and all types of shit. It's not going to be any time for, real court proceedings, But yeah, we'll get into that time. We'll get into that time of the famine of the word. I'm just going to go ahead and get a quick precept there. So, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. See, we're coming into these times, man. Which actually, let me start up actually at 16. Actually, through the Spirit, 14. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right? Woe meaning death, and destruction. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another in swords in their hands. Right? And like we've been taught in the modern day, sword is the gun, right? And there's going to be, and you best believe you're going to have some Edomites out there with actual swords and whatnot, But, people are going to have weapons, right? And, there's more weapons, here in Babylon, than anywhere else in the world. So it's going to be popping. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall, and let me read that again. 2 Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. So getting ransacked, Jake calling, hitting a lick, back door, whatever. It says, in invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Yeah, so they're going to say, man, fuck that. Fuck all these things that are going on. Fuck the laws. It's going to be all out anarchy. The people aren't going to be listening to different officials and shit. Okay? It says, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. So this is going to happen, man. You're going to have people that are going to have that ultimate prideful spirit on them. No, what I want to do matters. They're going to say, okay, forget the rules of society. You're going to have people, you're really going to see the heathen just turn into this this creature. You're going to see 2/3 of Israel just basically transform into just a creature, man, and not literally, not literally. Esau like to talk shit, but metaphorically, they're going to, basically become creatures, man. You're gonna have Jake finna be getting busy out here. If you know anything about Jake likes to put, a little extra on everything. So when it comes down to it, Jake finna have an AK with a bayonet on it, flamethrower. That's Jake. And guess how he's gonna get it? He's gonna supplant that. Okay, he's not just gonna have it; he's gonna supplant it. All right. Verse 17: and man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So all these different, highways and interstates and whatnot, all that's getting shut down. You're gonna have checkpoints. Okay. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Yes, so all these things are going to happen. Why? Because you trusted in this place, Babylon the Great, and you didn't trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, speaking to Israel, speaking to the 12 tribes of Israel. Right? It says, verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So because they're catching so much hell, and because there's limited resources, it's going to be all free for all. Like, if brothers ever played Call of Duty before, you got free for all. Anybody can get it. It's a fucking circus. Okay, that's the times that we're coming into. All right, it says, behold, saith Yahweh Shema Shai, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and from Libanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also in recompense in their bosom, thus saith the Lord power. So yeah, because of the chosen, right? Lord's will we be of that number, because of the chosen of the nation of Israel, right? The elect of the nation of Israel, right? That's really the only reason why we got the earth, right? Was for those chosen to catch hell, and ultimately be delivered by Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? It's going to be a payback, a recompense. Verse 22. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. And what is E constantly doing, man? Okay? The fire has gone forth from his wrath, and hath consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. So when you got the like when you start a fire, you got the kindle. That's a little kindling. And the people, man, they're gonna be screaming. Okay, the people gonna be screaming. It's gonna be all out hell, right? Verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. So basically, everybody who's going against the Lord, that's what's gonna happen. They're just basically gonna be like straw. And any brother that has burned straw catch on quick. And it burned real hot too. It says, verse 25, it says, I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. Yeah, so the Lord has, the 2/3, and then he has his elect. And the elect are holy. They're separate, from the defiled. It says, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. So 2/3 Israel must perish. Okay, just that's what it is. It says, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh Shai shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Yeah, so that's why we want to turn towards Yahweh Shai, not turn away. We want to turn towards him, right? It says, behold, in horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them, and consume some of them, and in their hosts shall be fear and dread, and strife among their kings. Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star, and blood shall be from the sword unto the belly. All right, so that's how you know that the angels that are in the chariots, they're actually going to take out their own people, 2/3 of Israel, right? Because you're gonna have 2/3 getting zapped up by lasers, cut in half, different things like that. And the ultimate finishing off would be, the nukes. Okay, that's that second death. Okay, it says verse 36, and the dung of men unto the camels hew. Hew. It says verse 37, and there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon the earth. And they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them, right? And who's them? The ones right here, right? In verse 29. 2nd Ezra 15 and 29, it says, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. And also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. So it's gonna be extreme the warfare, man. You're gonna have Esau. You know what I mean? You're gonna have Esau really turning it up, man. Okay, that nigga gonna try to come with his chariots. Hey, and what the scripture say, a house divided against itself cannot stand, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, so you're gonna have E versus E. Okay, not to mention, okay, the other nations whooping on this place. Second Ezra 15 and 33, and from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them, and consume some of them, and in their hosts shall be fear and dread, and strife among their kings. Yeah, and also, once again, you're going to have people freaking out, flipping out, all out, chaos, and then also you on a military front, you're gonna have all out chaos. It says, "Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star. And blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's hue. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. And then shall there come great storms from the south and from the north and from and another part from the west. And strong winds shall arise from the east and shall open it. And the cloud which he raised up in wrath, and the stars stirred to cause fear upon and the stars stirred to cause fear toward the east and west wind shall be destroyed. The great and mighty clouds shall be puffed up, full of wrath and the star, that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out every high and eminent place and horrible star, fire and hail and flying swords and many waters, and all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters. They shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the wood and grass of the meadows, and their corn. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon, and make her afraid. They shall come to her and besiege her. The star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her." All right, which goes with that scripture in Revelation speaking about the merchants wailing, Verse 45, it says, "And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put her in fear." I'll read that again. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 45. And it reads, "And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put her in fear. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person." Yeah, because, basically Moab and Esau, them niggas are the supply and demand, pinky in the brain, so to speak, You gonna serve us, man. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 47, "Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee." Yeah, so the people that they cleave to this place, they how it goes. Mother's a hoe, daughter's a hoe, grandmama's a hoe. It's horrible, man. Right, verse 48, "Thou hast followed her that is hated, in all her works and inventions. Therefore saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower, the heat shall arise that is sent over thee. Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastened with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee." Let me read that again. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 50. And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as a flower, and heat shall arise that is sent over thee. Woo! Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastened with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. Yeah, that's that whore going from, pretty and pink to just jacked up. Would I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, saith the Lord, if thou hadst not always slain my chosen. Yeah, the Israelites, right? More specifically, the elect. Exalting the stroke of thine hands. Yeah, so look at what you done. You basically, you put yourself basically before everybody. All right, with what? Your military power, your might, just your overall, fucking mind control. Which really that's the Lord using this damn devil. But it says, and saying over their dead, and saying over their dead, when thou wast drunken, set forth the beauty of thy countenance, the reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense. Yeah, so it's gonna be some ICBMs popping off, man. You never want Jake to shine, man. You never want it to get out that the Israelites are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Fucking haters. Verse 56. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall Yahweh Shem Shai do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. Yeah, it's gonna be, man. Thou as unhappy shalt come through the sea and receive plagues again. Whoo! It's all out hell, man. And in the passage, they shall rush on the idol city, and shall destroy some portion of thy land, and consume part of thy glory, and shall return to Babylon that was destroyed. And thou shalt be cast down by them as stubble, and they shall be unto thee as fire. It shall consume thee and thy cities, thy land, and thy mountains, all thy woods and thy fruitful trees shall they burn up with fire. Thy children shall they carry away captive, and look, what thou hast, they shall spoil it and mar the beauty of thy face. Woo! This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149, and verse 1. Praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people, the Israelites. He will beautify the meek with salvation. So he's going to make us beautiful. He's going to make Esau and these other nations ugly. Right? It says, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh Shem Shai be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. And what are we going to do? To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. So that's the ending, man. That's you in captivity, man. Get ready for it. All right, it says to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints, right? More specifically, and his saints are his elect, right? Okay, it says praise ye the Lord. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rekakwadash. All right, so I went ahead and I made my point through the Spirit. So I'm going to go ahead and end here. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rekakwadash. All right, so once again, the honors to the elder apostles, Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Until the next time, Shalom.